RVs are for children. Yep, I said it. A little later, we'll go over that and my paradoxical conclusion. Who is this guy and how does he know what he's talking about? Well, I've had 5 RVs and did it for 25 years. Had a Volkswagen Westphalia when I was 17 years old. Had a little family, had a tent trailer pulled behind our minivan. Family got bigger, got a F350 dually diesel, put a Lance 10-foot cabover on it, and pulled my boat. That was pretty cool, actually. Family got bigger. Same F350, pulled a 34-foot Cardinal fifth wheel. I thought that was going to be the end. A few years later, I bought a brand new Surveyor 24-foot pull trailer and took the full depreciation on it. I pretty much had every type of rig and camped in almost every way you can, but I never bought me a big motorhome. You know why? Because I spent 30 years in the automotive and trailer repair business and saw firsthand many times the financial and mental stress that puts people through that directly takes from your freedom and adventure that you're going for. A quick tour of the most freedom-giving and fulfilling setup I've had. Up here I've got solar panels. Here I've got my bedroom. So I have my Blue Eddy power bank. I have what I call my kitchen and garage area. These seats here I call my living room. Simple. Before with the RVs, you know, it was 6 months ahead of time, making reservations, getting the thing out 2 days ahead of time, cleaning it up before the trip, packing it up, going on the trip, dreading getting back and cleaning it up again, and then putting it away. I love the most is that I'm pretty much always packed. I've got everything in here all the time. I think most people get into RV life because they want to see an escape from the routine and monotony of life. But I've realized the bigger the rig, the more problems you just take with you on the road. Time to talk about poop. In my recent videos, some people have given me a lot of crap about not having a bathroom in my setup. When nature calls, you know what? I go to nature. But hey, look at this guy. He's trying to carry his family's turds on the back of his rig. And there's the old poop chute here. I learned the hard way once. There's a real easy way to fill your own campsite with your own turds. All these RVs want to do is make people happy. But now they're all sitting here alone and maybe get used maybe no times a year, a couple times a year, because they're just too much of a pain in the ass. They'll start separating. No durability. It's a tin can, literally. Garbage wheels they come with start rusting. Crappy doors start discoloring. Sun eats them alive. Oh wait, I forgot a couple. Roof leaks, redoing your rubber roof, water heater failures, appliance problems, inverter problems, propane regulator issues, climate control problems, plumbing leaks, roof vents cracking, junk cabinetry, sewer valve problems, paper-thin construction, fiberglass delamination. There's more, and I've had to fix most of these on my rigs myself, usually on the road, because that's when you find out you have a problem. Rapid depreciation due to the problems and low quality with RVs proves they're junk. I've never had a problem in 170,000 miles with my truck, ever. Time to talk about the different prices you pay in your life to have the comfort of an RV. And I'm not just talking about money. Time, the one thing none of us get more of. I'm going to be very careful with mine. Time on an RV is spent planning, packing, cleaning, maintenance, cleaning it again when you're done. A 3-day simple weekend, long weekend trip can turn into 3 additional days of planning, packing, cleaning, maintenance, and cleaning it again. Missed opportunities. You're towing a giant ball and chain, and then you're stuck in the loop of the adult Disneyland, as I like to call it. Pay to play at the RV park, leave the park and go to the nearby attractions, pay to play some more. If you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. The other thing, you can't take your RV everywhere. You're not free to roam. If, say, you want to go up in the mountains in Montana, up some cool dirt road, you're either not going because you're stuck with your ball and chain, or you drop off your trailer, for example, either in an unsecure location, or you pay to play and drop it off at a park while you go for a couple days up in the mountains. And then mentally you've got this thing in the back of your head. You got to get back to your rig. It gives you a funk. It's not freeing. After just spending a few $1,000 on my truck setup, now it doesn't cost me any more money, any more time, and I can pretty much camp and go wherever I want at a moment's notice. In this setup, I feel like I'm at home. RVs don't feel like home. If you're lucky, it feels like a cheap Temu home that's not yours. Ask me how I know. It's a proven psychological fact. In your own vehicle, you're comfortable. That's why people go back to their own cars when they have to wait somewhere. I could park anywhere and fit right in. I'm just a truck. I could camp right here and bet you I wouldn't get caught. I'm on year 3 of a 1-year sabbatical. I'm just a regular dude that worked in the automotive business his whole life. When I started this, I thought about buying another trailer. But if I would have spent that 30 grand, I wouldn't have been able to extend my sabbatical for another 6 months and live in alignment with myself and what I really want from this one life. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the original American dream. Makes you want to shed a tear, doesn't it? But now we want to shed tears for different reasons. It's become a game of status, power, whose stuff is better than whose, and who can die with the most material possessions. Even AI knows it. Before I made this clip, I talked to Google Gemini to confirm my verbiage on the original American dream. It automatically came back with this. Scary. I'll admit, I bought into that in times of my life, but now looking back, spending 30, 40 years like some people do to RV into the end of their life, look at the opportunity cost there. You could set up something like I have, a real basic setup for near nothing, probably stuff you already have at your house. You ever overplanned something? I bet you have. That vacation you really wanted to take for a couple years, that cruise, or that thing you wanted to buy, that new car, you spent way too much time researching and learning about it. Then when you got that thing or that vacation, and you got there, the thrill was gone, you used it all up in your own head. I think that same exact thing can happen if you spend 30, 40 years planning your retirement, maybe an RV retirement or whatever retirement it is. I'm not doing that. I'm going to leave the end of my life open so I could be excited and have adventure and new things or whatever I choose. I have no plan for my golden years. By doing things backwards, it's allowed me to have the experiences early in life, and I can gain the wisdom and apply that towards the latter years of my life. I'm going to do important things at the end of my life. Whatever things I've learned in this part and previous parts, I'm going to use all that later. You know what's a huge factor in me having no end-of-life plan? Is going to hundreds and hundreds of RV parks and campgrounds. If you've been to a lot, you'll know. There's a common theme there you'll see. Older couples after dinner, walking. But they're walking 30, 40, 50 feet apart. The wife has a little dog, the man's in the front. They don't look happy. They look unhappy. They don't look like they're mentally connected. They're not physically connected. I think that they've spent 30, 40, 50 years planning on this end-of-life dream and either blown their mental wad or it wasn't what they expected, but they put all their eggs in one basket. Now, if going to an RV park or spending your golden years sitting in your rig watching TV's for you, who am I to say? But it ain't for me. If I could just go back in time, I wouldn't change a thing. We've had so many years and memories as a young family, such good times. I've personally learned so many life lessons from my experiences through all this. My sons have great memories and lessons they'll have forever. They can use to build on the experiences and philosophies for themselves and pass that on to their children. And I would encourage other young families to do the same. It's just not about traveling, it's about getting out and doing things, which a lot of people don't seem to be doing anymore. It's the only way we're going to have hard life lessons, experiences that can form the later parts of our lives, these one lives we have. My revelation, when I'm older and grayer, I will get another RV so I can share these same experiences and life lessons with my grandchildren so they can have more experiences that make them more well-rounded people. This, to me, makes the RV juice worth the squeeze. Thanks to you, this channel has been recently monetized by YouTube. I volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House Charity. From this video forward, I'll be donating 10% of the AdSense earnings to them to help kids and families that are going through things we can't even imagine. I ask you, I urge you, if you're able to help. There's a donation link in the pinned comment below. Let's help those who can't help themselves, please. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you don't think I'm an idiot still, please subscribe. Please check out the link to my Amazon store in the pinned comment for recommendations for gear based on my 35 years of camping in pretty much every way you can. Thank you again so much, and watch these next.